Good morning. Welcome back to Zielonka Premium Expansion for Farming Simulator 22. It's the end of April. I got rain in the forecast. I don't know when that's going to come. Need to check on that. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the money's gone up. We went up about 10,000 euros. I took a baling contract yesterday. And spent most of the rest of the day doing it. I thought it was going to be interesting, and I don't know, I apologize for not including it, but I guess I got so tired of bailing on Bali Spring that I don't tend to show it as much. But really all we've been doing is planting crops, so maybe it might have been a good change of pace. I hear the chickens clucking. I'm going to feed them quick. Let's see. We'll grab the back lifter. I could probably use some fuel, too. I use a lot of fuel doing that baling contract. So it offered me this weird little truck. I can't even find it in the store if I don't go to the mods menu, but it's like a little truck that came with the hay and forage pack, and I mean it was stupid. It just had like a 3-point link at the front, so I used it to mow with, but I couldn't use it for anything else. I would have had to like drive backwards to do the tedding, well, everything else. So I ended up using the Fiat. I think we got 15 hay bales off the field. 10 of them were required for the contract. And then, to get it, no. Oop, backward. Yeah. What's going on here? Why don't you want to pick it up? Well, now I have a hard time realizing which way I'm pointing. There, I think I got it now. Oh, that's backwards. There we go. Let's think about this a little more. So it took, I think I got it. All right, it took 10 bales to complete the contract. And the other 5 I got about, I think like 460 euros each. I don't know. We made about 10,000 euros though, so that was a good deal for us. Okay, what are we doing today? We got the last field to plant with carrots. And then I think we'll fertilize next month, which will be tomorrow. So we shouldn't really see anything in any of the fields. I don't think any of them have weeds. The middle one might. Let me bring up field info and check the weather. Okay, I'm in weather. Where's the rain? At noon, just a brief shower. Okay, that's good. All right, so I got the field info open. There's no weeds in this one. And it's fertilized 50%, and that's from using the ridger, okay? There's no weeds in this one either. We didn't plow this one, did we? I don't remember. And then this one's... Oh, that's right. We planted the carrots in the afternoon, no, in the morning. Oh, I feel bad not showing that. So we already planted the carrots. Boy, that slipped my mind. Well, I don't know what we're gonna have to do today. Well, we'll just have to check for used equipment and contracts, because I was about ready to come over here and start planting carrots. Boy, my memory's going. Right. And I do remember we tried to throw some fertilizer on it as we went past one of the fields, and it didn't do anything. So yeah, we can't do fertilizing state yet. That'll come next month. So what the heck are we gonna do today? I don't know. Why don't we go hop in a pickup and drive over to the store, see what's going on over there? And I'll turn that field info off at some point when I get a chance. Drive this stupid little pickup. Fits the map. I like it. I think these little things are stupid, but it is good for this map. Oh, so somebody was asking me if I was enjoying this map. They said they got bored on it after a while. I think I can see that. I understand. But I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. I got 2 U.S. maps and 2 Polish maps going at this moment. So yeah, I'm thinking at some point we'll move on from this, but I am enjoying it in the sense that, okay, I've tried all the vegetable harvesters. I haven't done all the vegetables, at least on my own land yet, so we're doing that. We'll make it in the preserved goods factory. We're doing potatoes, which I don't often do. And there's the potato production, which I don't even really remember what it does, because it's been so long since I've seen Mr. Sealy P's map tour of this when the premium expansion came out. So there's that, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Everybody says they get 15, 20 hours in. That's not long, really. That's what he said. He said he had like 15, 20 hours in and he got bored with it. I don't know. I guess because I play with seasonal growth on all the time anymore, I don't think I've ever played FS22 without seasonal growth on. Things are slow for me. It's more realistic. It's more of the simulation than playing a game. You can play the game, figure out what crop is going to grow the fastest, and I'll just keep turning the fields and making money. Whereas you got seasonal growth on, hey, it's not, it's what's going to make me money. What can I do? What do I have equipment for? That kind of thing. So I don't know. Like I said, a play for me. I share it with you. I hope you enjoy it. All right, what's going on? Son of a biscuit. How much is ours worth? 20,867. Let's go to the garage right here. Look at that. We could make money selling our new one. So if we configure this like the one we have, there we go. It doesn't cost us any more. Oh, there we go. 21,867. Okay. We can make like 15,000 euros. I mean, it's bad that it didn't come available when we needed it, but we can still make money. If you haven't figured out by now, I'm a big fan of used equipment. I know this seems silly. So let's see, unload here should be maybe this. Nope, that. Whew. That's a heck of a place to put it, but all right. I think you make out when you do the repairs. So we'll take it over, we'll repair it, and we'll sell it, and then we'll buy another one. I mean, that's... I mean, it's... Let me double check this. Yeah, it'd be like 22,000 euros, right? And what will they give me for mine? It should be here. They will give me 38. And if I repair it for 36, they'll give me 37,550. If I repair it for 36, 37,550 to 80. I made 3 euros repairing it, but I mean, okay, so let's double check. How is ours set up? Oh, doesn't say. Narrow tires. Just, all right. Yeah, why not? We'll make 18,000 euros. And then let's just do it from right here. Extension, small, big. Wheels were narrow. And then we'll just go with randomize it, right? $21. We just made 17,000. I think 22. We made 16,000 euros. Boy, that's a way to make money, huh? We have 0.9 hours on ours, I think. What's this one got on it? $20.4. Let's take it around and repair it. We'll repair our tractor while we're there too. But I mean, come on. I did put the narrows on, right? I'm pretty sure I did. We'll repair the tractor. Ooh, that was expensive. $341. All right. And then customize. We already got narrows, yep. So we don't have to do anything. We could probably repay our loan, but I'm just gonna hang on to it for a little while. We'll see how much the interest payment was. We owe 15. We have a 15,000 euro loan right now. All right, this is not going to be super pleasant, but this is how we're going to fill it. With what little fertilizer we have. Can I reach it from there? I can. I don't know. I don't think the maintenance fees for... I think you're still making out if you use used equipment. I don't think the maintenance fees, you know, or get too exorbitant on you. All right. So there's nothing we can do in our fields. Let's check, see if we can get catch a contract then. Okay, currently no contracts available. No, that's not good. Let's check the finance screen. So we got hit 27 euros for loan interest today. Oh, that's over the whole month. Right? So 27 euros for the month. We'll just keep the loan for now. It gives us some money. Well, shoot, there's nothing to do then. But I mean, in a good sense, we made out by being able to sell our new or nearly new fertilizer spreader and buying one that has a few hours on it, but it's okay. That's fine. I don't know. Nothing to do. Nothing to do but watch the grass grow. Oh, I never did turn off the field info. I got barley volume for chicken feed, but I don't have that many chickens. And then the potatoes. Okay. We bought a mulcher, didn't we? One came up used and we bought it. I seem to remember that. Things are running together. Maybe I should rename the channel. Guy made a comment on the last Ohio farm episode, Farming with ADD. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, right here. That's the mulcher. Yeah. So we'll be able to get like, yeah, oh, you're probably not following my train of thought. So when I was over at the potato field, I saw that we were going to get 98% bonus. And I was thinking to myself, what process have we not done on this field that is keeping us from getting 100%? And it was mulching because we didn't have a mulcher. Great demand at the supermarket. We don't have anything to sell, but now we do. So this is what we use to cultivate. I don't know. Is it considered a Harrows? It's a Unia Aries XL. Yeah, it's here under disc Harrows. So equipment review. We've got our vegetable harvester. We have our vegetable planter. We have a ridger. We have a disc harrows. We have a mulcher. We have arguably a weeder or a hoe, specifically for potatoes. I think it's considered a hoe. So should do medium weeds too, I think. I don't know. Let's look in the garage. I can't even tell. I can't read that. This machine. I don't know. I wonder if he could use that to make furrows. I wonder, it's a mod. I wonder if it would do the same job as this. It's interesting. I don't know if that's the way it's coded or not. Anyway, we got a plow. We got our stone picker. Weeder, potato planter. The spreader we just bought. Got our bale wagon. Pallet forks 4R. Telehandler. We got our 2 tractors, our Z-Tour Crystal, our Fiat Agri. Oh. Wait. I don't know what you call that. Kind of 3-point pallet fork attachment, kind of a back lifter. At least that's what I call it. A seed drill. Trailers. Kind of a smaller and a larger. Was thinking this because of the vegetables and potatoes are very voluminous. And then our standard combine. Header and header trailer. That's what we got here in Zielonka. All right, so I'm going to wait throughout the day, see if any contracts come up. If not, I'll see you at the beginning of April when we have growth in our fields. We'll be able to go out and check that out. Maybe we'll go buy some fertilizer and see if we can get it fertilized. We did put narrows, even though they don't look it on the Fiat Agri. So narrows here, narrows there. We should be able to drive without doing any crop destruction, as we did testing the corner of that field with the barley in it in a previous episode, because I didn't know what growth stage it was still in. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of speed through the day. We'll see if anything changes. We'll see in a bit. Hey, good morning. Welcome to May. Yeah, nothing much happened yesterday. We had the brief rain shower, and sure enough, it went from about noon to 1. Kept an eye on used equipment. Nothing really happened. And I also kept an eye on contracts, and nothing really came up. Lost light yesterday, probably around 7 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock it was good and dark. So just in case we need to work late, we now know how long that'll go. It's what? 7, I didn't get up real early because I got no idea if we're going to have a lot of work to do or not. So here's our red beets. They're growing. They can use some more fertilizer. I think we can probably take care of that today. We still owe 15,000 euros on our loan, and I think our interest was 15 euros today. So we have working capital that doesn't necessarily cost us too much. So this is what red beets look like in the first growth state. This is our parsnips. That's what the parsnips look like in the initial growth state. And then over here, we're going to see what the carrots look like. And that's the carrots. All with their kind of unique look. Very cool. and they all have a 75% yield bonus because they're 50% fertilized. So if we get that other fertilization on there, what's that going to get us up to? My guess is these fields have not been mulched or rolled. That's the other thing I was thinking. I was trying to think of what would get us to 100% in that other field. I don't think that field was rolled. I don't know if I'd want to roll potatoes. I don't know what it would do. What they would end up looking like. Oh, I guess we can go over and look at the potatoes. This is our barley field. It's much taller now. Yeah, I didn't do a good job fertilizing this, so the yield bonuses is kind of jumps around a little bit. I missed some right in the middle. Yeah, you can see it's not fully fertilized. 68%, 70%, 80%. Yeah, rolling needs rolling. Do you roll potatoes? Will it say needs rolling? No, it won't. So maybe you can't roll potatoes. They look bigger now, don't they? I think so. So fertilizer. Let's go buy some. Let's go get some more fertilizer. We'll get it loaded into the trailer over there. And then we'll check on used equipment and also contracts. But fertilizing is what we've got to do. I guess I could just do one field per day throughout the month of May. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't want to just fertilize all through this episode. But if we have nothing else to do, we also could get it done, I suppose. This will be our first time using our second-hand fertilizer spreader. Little Kubota, little mower. Isn't it? Is that a mower? No, that's a windrower. This is one that Farmer Cop said is one of the most useless mods. He did a video. These are the useless mods. I imagine it has its place in the sense that somebody how much should I get? I'll get 4 bags. That's 5,000 euros. There's probably some, and oh wow, that was expensive. I guess it was 5,000 plus how much the first one cost. So yeah, it's probably more than I wanted to spend. There's some guy in Bavaria who is absolutely ecstatic that windrower is available, as he's enjoying his Alpine DLC and his his hay and forage pack and that kind of stuff. I mean, people have different interests. For a U.S. map, absolutely kind of stupid, but for, you know, those Alpine maps and that kind of thing, might be just what the doctor ordered. All right. So we're 41% full. I forgot to check on contracts. Hey, Got any leads on work that needs to get done? A weeding contract. Yeah. 500 euros. There's a time when I would have thought to do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Oh wait, we want to go up here. We're going to do the red beet field first. We'll just go in the order that we planted them. I'm going to bring up the map. Man, I wish I could figure out how I could not screw this up and do the minimum necessary. But we'll see how it goes. All right, we're getting the whole thing. We're overspreading off to the side. I think I can kind of see it. This is not adjustable. This is where it gets tough. So I'm 100% fertilized here. Where am I? I'm at 971. Here I am at 963. What's my working width on this? 12? I think it's more than that. I just can't see the change in shade very well. I think I'm real close to it. Oh, I know. I should have precision farming on. That would show me where I'm fertilized to. But let's look at the map. If I go into the map and I go to this one, then I can see. I can go over. I know what I'll do. I'll just go the other side of the field, and then I'll run up the middle. I think that should do it. I can go here. There we go. I think I can get this in three passes rather. Okay, we got narrows on, so I would normally want to be very cautious about running into this field, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, recognized our narrows. And then I can try and figure out where's the middle of the field. And it should get the whole thing. Let's check the map on the fly. Like that, there we go. So we're getting it all. We didn't use that much either. So our yield bonus is up to 98% like that. Awesome. So there you have it. Field fertilized. Just for fun, let's go do that weeding contract for a change of pace. Not gonna pay much, but it'll cover the loan interest, right? We'll grab this little guy right here. I don't know if you've ever seen me use it. I used it once, I think, on that contract. So give me a second while I accept that contract and figure out where it is. Okay. It's a parsnip field. Down over this way. I think we did some work in it previously in the field. I think we did a carrot harvest in it last year. We may have done some other work in there this year. I don't remember exactly. And what this will also tell me is, can I use this weeder on our vegetable crops? I'm guessing that you can, just because it was part of the premium expansion. So they introduced the new crops and they introduced this weeder. So thought maybe it might be like potatoes, in the sense that you'd have to use a hoe for it. But don't believe that's the case. So it should be the second field down past the soup factory. Oh no, this first one's the one we did the carrots in. We might have done something in here. You can see the weeds in it. That's a weird, what's going on over there? That shadow moving? That's weird. I wonder what that is. Okay, there we go. Let's get them folded. This will be fun. There we go. Weeding away. I don't have access to this field. I don't. Is this not the one I'm supposed to be doing? I need a hoe. There you go. Well, that answers that question. So this won't work. Well, there we learned something, right? So this is just a regular weeder, and you cannot use it on your vegetable crops. I'm not surprised. Well, I guess I'm a little surprised, but not really. Kind of makes you wonder, why did they give us this piece of equipment? Probably because all the weeders, all the base game weeders are pretty big. So they probably just wanted to give us something smaller and maybe something more fitting to the region. So my guess is this guy should work then. I think I better put the weight on the front though. I thought it folded. Apparently it doesn't. So this is a mod. It's part of the Grimme pack. Who did it? Is it Pepe978? I think. In the description. Specifically for potatoes. But I think it qualifies as a hoe. We'll find out when we get to the field. If it doesn't work, I guess we'll fail the contract and maybe go do some more fertilizing. What did they want to offer me for equipment for this contract, though? I don't even remember. I didn't look closely because I thought, well, I got a weeder. I got a weeder and a tractor. I could do a weeding contract. Maybe not. All right. Take two. But we learned something new. You probably already knew. I didn't. All right. See what they say this time. Can I get over a little more? It's interesting. It did make the grass go away, though. Oh, because I do kind of technically sort of have access to the land, but it doesn't want to give me access to the land. I don't know. Yeah, it'll work. Accidentally hired a worker. I didn't hit L1, so this will work. It'll work nicely. I wanna be here though. There we go. No, it's not. Hey, there we go. Yeah, looks good. Oh, let's bring that up. So actually this is good to know because, oh wait, I think you have to plow after you do these vegetables, don't you? Yeah, we'll just come here, go down this one. Which one am I on? This one? I don't know. Whoa. What did I hit? What was that? Hit something. Stone? Caught a rock, I guess. I'm not going very straight, I don't think. Oh my, we're gonna miss a hole over here. There we go. Alright, we haven't done a time lapse in this episode, so let's do one of those, huh? Oh man, I could be over farther. I'm just gonna go with it. Try and keep straight lines. Okay, we're finishing up the weeding now. I told myself that a certain amount of sloppiness will be acceptable on a contract, but I don't know, it might be coming back to bite me. If I get to the end here and I'm not done, I got a couple of spots I gotta clean up, but it might make me. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh no. There we go. So yeah, I missed a few here and there, but we got most of them. And on a contract, they allow you a certain amount of sloppiness. Now, if this were my field, that would not be acceptable because there would still be weeds there. But if you watch, after I collect on this contract, hang on, the weeds just bing, go away. On my field, that wouldn't happen. So for those of you with OCD like me, say, oh man, didn't do a good job. It's like working for the government, I guess. Good enough. And then when you collect on it, it'll make it perfect. I'm gonna go by the fuel station since I'm out and about. I them stork nests. €123 in fuel. Got caught looking the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wondered. That's pretty cool. So the church bells strike the correct hour. That's neat. Little details. That's awesome. I tried to count it before and I don't know, I got off. I was driving, the tractor was too loud, but that time I was able to slow down, stop, get it quiet enough so I could get a good, accurate count. And sure enough, the church bells chime the hour. That is really cool. All right. I think we're just going to take a little break, evaluate where we're at. I mean, we got a lot of time still here in May 1. We'll keep an eye on the used equipment and the contracts. And maybe we'll go fertilize another field. We'll see, but we'll take a little break. Yeah, it's just after 10 o'clock now. It's in the house for a few minutes. About what? An hour maybe? If you haven't figured it out, it's kind of a little editing ploy that I use sometimes. I'll go take a break, I'll go have lunch, I'll go do something, and what I'm actually doing is leaving out of the game, doing the initial editing, and then coming back to continue with the gameplay with a better idea of how much time I have left for the episode. So what I learned was I probably have less than 5 minutes left in the episode, which really isn't enough time to do anything. We're in May 1. I'm likely to see you again in May 2. Those fields can wait to be fertilized. Nothing's going to really change. That'll be fine. There's no contracts available. Used equipment, there's nothing that we need available. So there's really nothing to be done. And no time really to do it anyway. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me here in Zielonka Premium Expansion Farming Simulator 22. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.
PlayStation